Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Money League. We're going to cover all the injuries you need to know in the Premier League, as well as random banter here and there. Joining us today, our resident Man City fan. Pretty high today, but I'm a United fan. Not happy about it. Harjas, of course, technical Real Madrid fan, but who cares? They lost 4-2 to some unknown team. Let's get started, guys. Yeah, okay. Let's get started, guys. So, Man City had a big win today, 4-1 against Arsenal. And it's so frustrating if you look at like every other team in the league right now. Looks like Man City is unstoppable. Let's go to our resident City fan. Milty, are you at Etihad Stadium? Where are you at?
I'm in the UK, baby. I'm in Manchester at Etihad Stadium because, of course, this is where the title is coming. Definitely. We are only 2 points back from Arsenal at this moment. And, of course, the unstoppable Erling Haaland bagging his 33rd Premier League goal, and now he has the record for a 38-match season. Can't stop him.
Yep, so you can't stop him. He's the best striker in the world. Arjas, I think you guys should be scared. Real Madrid need to be scared. Next week, they're coming at you guys.
Yeah, no, there will be some suffering that will be had by Madrid over those two legs. So, yes, there is reason for concern. But as we know, the Etihad is not a tough place to go and play. Right now, it's looking the exact same the way it is during a match while Millsy's there.
Oh, they're trying to throw some shade. Oh, throw shade now. Oh, he's throwing shade now. Okay.
I'll throw my shade at Etihad. That's right.
Okay, guys. So, City are 2 points behind Arsenal at 73, Arsenal at 75. But City have 2 games in hand. So, essentially, if they win those 2 games, they're 4 points ahead of Arsenal. So, it's Man City's title to lose. But the kicker is, Man City have 10 games in the next 30 days, starting today. So that is essentially a game every third day. And load management is going to play a big factor. I know Haaland is in great form. Riyad Mahrez is in great form. But I don't know how they're going to deal with this load. Harjas, you are like a recreation soccer player. I know your load management is different than what these guys do. But in a doctor's perspective, like how do like team like physios and coaches handle this load?
Yeah, I mean, our load management is just monitoring how many beers we have before the next game, right? That's us. No, in all honesty, there's just squad rotation is the only thing you have available to you when your schedule is this condensed. Mm-hmm. You can lighten the training as much as you want. You can't lighten the matches. The matches are going to be the matches. So squad rotation, if they can pull ahead and maybe trim some minutes with some substitutions earlier in some matches, maybe. But, they are a deep squad, so I think they'll be okay. They're arguably one of the teams in the world who can best handle this just because of the amount of depth that they have down their bench.
Yep. And, Milty, good news for you. City have a cupcake schedule moving forward. Fulham, West Ham United, Leeds United, Everton, Chelsea, Brighton, Brentford, and that's it. Like, it's hilarious how easy the schedule is. I presume you have already decided or celebrating your quadruple this year.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, definitely. Oh, and don't forget, we got you guys in the FA Cup.
I know. I don't even want to mention my team right now. Keep going, Millsy.
Yep. So yeah, I'm so excited about all of this. This is potentially one of the best seasons we ever had. I love how complete this squad is. Like as Dr. Hart just mentioned about the depth we have is really good. We have so much quality, especially in the midfield. But quick update: De Bruyne, he picked up a slight niggle in this match, and like it's probably a muscular thing, but that is not good. We're already missing Nathan Ake, the right back. He has a thigh muscle strain, and like he slightly tore a hip flexor muscle, and so that's really not good.
The doctor, Mr. Soccer Doctor, what is this niggle they're talking about?
Great question. My British isn't very good. My English isn't bad, but my British is not very good. I mean, maybe he felt some tightness, felt some sort of discomfort, and wanted to play it safe. Obviously, he had a bit of an injury scare against Bayern as well in their Champions League quarterfinal tie. So I'm sure De Bruyne sees a big picture here. The match was over, before he was subbed out. So we'll see. They might be downplaying it considering their circumstances. I wouldn't want to let Madrid know anything either if you're putting De Bruyne out there at like 75%. So we'll see as the reports flow in throughout the rest of the week.
Okay. Let's drive a couple of miles to the other side of the city. United, we are pretty much struggling. I know, first of all, struggling with a lot of injuries. And secondly, the form is terrible. I think it's kind of like goes hand in hand, right? Like 9 starters are injured for United right now. Milty, do you want to just like do a quick run through of all the injuries United's having, and Harjus can touch upon the main ones?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. United is falling apart. It is amazing how many came out this week. Bruno Fernandes's wife took a picture of him with a cast on his right foot. It was actually a right ankle injury. It was pretty bad. It probably a grade 2. Also, Rafael Varane, who actually went down in that game too. He has a mid-foot sprain. Now, Eric Ten Hag said he could return for the FA Cup final, so that's something to look forward to. Scott McTominay, he's still dealing with that muscular injury, and there's not much details on that. Of course, Alejandro Garnacho, he ruptured some lateral ankle ligaments, and he's working his way back. But there's a battle going on between him and the Argentine team because he's been called up for the U20 team. World Cup from our time team, so we'll see how that plays out. Of course, the goalkeeper Tom Heaton, I believe, is the goalkeeper. He's been dealing with a foot injury. He's been out.
Nobody cares about him. Nobody cares about him.
And of course, the biggest one is Lisandro Martinez. He had said he has an avulsion fracture, which is a fracture of the 5th metatarsal, and that's your pinky toe, and he's out for the season after just having surgery.
Yep. And of course, United are not in great form. Not happy about it. Harjus, I know our doctor Atanda did like a video on Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
He thinks it's just a precautionary method. Did you get like more info on it, or what are we looking out here?
It's hard to know because there's no like obvious play where he was injured, or at least from the information that I could find. So it makes you and then the second thing is it looks like the reports out of Man U is like, oh, sometimes we just put a guy in a boot. Again, are they downplaying it, or is it actually something? A boot is a pretty serious thing. Okay, these aren't your mild things here when guys get put in boots. So who knows? There could be quite a bit. This might be a situation where Bruno's looking at, I don't know, mid-May, best scenario where he's back, maybe a bit later. I know they're optimistic and saying good things right now, but if it's not soon, then it's like, well, is it going to be like multiple weeks, right?
Yeah. And it's tough. United have like a tough schedule. They play Tottenham and Aston Villa back to back, and that's not any easy schedule. And they play Tottenham on Thursday and Aston Villa on Sunday, and that is pretty much going to determine the top 4 for United.
Yeah.
Because Liverpool is having like a hot run right now, back-to-back wins, and they jumped up to a 6th spot, right below Aston Villa, and they're making a run for top 4. So United need to step up. We have nothing to worry about. We lost terribly to Sevilla. I think we need to step up right now. Guys, talking about Aston Villa and Liverpool, 2 really hot teams right now. Aston Villa, when Emery took over the squad, they were in like number 15, and now they're like 5. That's crazy. Like in like a half a season. And Liverpool's making like a final run, I guess. I don't know. Harjus, thoughts?
I don't believe in Liverpool as much as they're making a bit of a run. I think they're finish outside top 4. I'm just going to be honest with you. I think Villa slot right in at 5. I know you're pessimistic, but I think Man U do hold on to their top 4 position, and then I think Newcastle's the other team. And so I actually think the table, the way it is right now, is pretty much how it's going to finish. Maybe Brighton could like leapfrog a Tottenham or Liverpool or something. Maybe, because I don't know. I'm a big Brighton supporter. I like how they run their club. But I think the way it is right now is honestly how it's going to play out. I don't know. I've been wrong though. I was pretty confident in Arsenal. And it just absolutely beats it away.
Yeah, Brighton kind of like had like a couple of bad weeks, and now they're like all the way down to number 8. And and Chelsea is trying their best to get relegated, but they cannot get relegated because they're even worse teams than Chelsea right now. So talking about some injuries, guys, Milsey, do you want to run through the Aston Villa injury list and Liverpool injury list quickly?
Yeah, pretty much one of the biggest ones is, especially for my Jamaican national team, is Leon Bailey. He has a hamstring strain that he's been kind of dealing with for a while. They said he's coming back. It's not big, but he's been out for a while, so we'll see how that goes. Of course, Felipe Coutinho still dealing with that thigh injury. Of course, Boubacar Kamara has an ankle and foot injury. Matty Cash has that calf muscle strain, and also Jed Steer also has a calf strain as well for things. So for Aston Villa, so they said he should return soon. So look for either this week or him return to training this week or next week. Liverpool pretty much has had a couple people on and off the list. Calvin Ramsey has been there. Calvin Ramsey has been on there for a while with the knee injury. I don't think it's an ACL. It's a ligament. I don't think it's an ACL, but it's like possibly MCL, something like that. Stefan Bajic, he has a hip growing injury. Naby Keita, they've given us no information about his injury. They just say
I did notice that. I tried looking into it, and no proper stuff out there either.
They just say muscular, and also the same thing with Firmino and Konate. So they're like keeping those injuries really close to the vest as you say, they try to make this run for the top 5.
Harjas, so for this Naby Keita, they wouldn't even mention what part of the body is injured. That is, I think something's fishy out here. I don't know.
That's hockey level of reporting. I don't know. It is rare. It's usually like that in hockey. I have no idea, but it's like he's also, I don't know, like fluctuated. Like this is where you start thinking about, like, is it like, I don't even know, like some sort of like non-sports type of injury.
Makes sense.
I think the word muscle injury has come out, but like, is it maybe, like an illness, another sort of, medical thing that's not what you'd expect from, like, not a joint muscle issue. So that one, that sort of jumps to mind. I don't think they're hiding anything else. Like, I don't think there's like some conspiracy.
And again, let's be clear. He's not this game changer Haaland player either. So we need to go
nice
just
boy,
a little bit.
Nice boy. Like Naby Keita.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, by the way, we have to touch upon some of the rumors. Looks like Pochettino is going to get the Chelsea job. And on top of that, they're going to have Lampard as the assistant manager. I don't know. They've lost like 5 games back to back. And not even like 1-0 defeat. It's like comprehensive defeat. And I don't know, maybe Pochettino, coaching their rival, he used to be Tottenham, now going to Chelsea, might make some difference. Mills, are you afraid of Pochettino taking over Chelsea?
With what team? Because reports
they just spent like $500 million on this team.
But 10 of their starters could potentially be free agents this season. And like the people who they just said, 10 starters could potentially be leaving during the transfer window. So what team is he going to have? And like, and Pochettino, he was good also at Paris Saint-Germain as well too. But but like, I really said right now, Chelsea is circling the drain. They need to find an identity, and they need to find a core of players that can, and they need to solidify that back line because they are porous. Anyone can score on them.
Harjas, so just touching upon a little bit Chelsea injury here. So this was a big one. Mason Mount was rolled out for the season. And looks like he has like a pelvic injury. Like they didn't like mention what it is. They just said like groin, hip, pelvic. So it looks like something in that area. So what is that?
It's a sports hernia.
Sports hernia. Yeah, which is a misnomer because it's not a hernia. There's no bulge. It's that's why it's sort of been trying to be renamed as athletic pubalgia. Basically, it's kind of a damage and wear and tear of the soft tissues in and around the kind of groin area. And so, usually people try conservative, so non-surgical management to start. Sounds like it failed, and so he's gonna have surgery. Usually the timeline's kind of like 10, 12-ish weeks, 8 to 12, let's say, somewhere in there, which basically says he should be fit for the off-season program and obviously fine for next season, but done for the rest of this campaign.
Yep, looks like Mason Mount is coming to United, so let's go. I'm excited about that. He doesn't want to be at Chelsea. Okay, the final rumor I really want to touch upon is Tottenham. Dude, they fired Conte, and then they fired their interim coach. What's his name? Stellini. And now they have a 31-year-old Ryan Mason. Apparently he wants to be a long-term Tottenham manager. And let's see, he has like a tough schedule coming up. They're going to play United, and then they're going to play Liverpool in a span of like 5 days. So that's going to be tough too.
Did they sack him?
They're refunding.
Did they sack him because of the 6-1 loss? Did they sack him because of the 6-1 loss to Newcastle?
Yep. Literally, like, right after the game, they fired him.
The sack is in full effect, still in full effect.
Yep. Well, that's it for this week, guys. Again, thanks a lot, Dr. Keval. Thanks a lot, Milsey, for all the injury updates.